Okay, so we get started today in a wide-legged child's pose. Big toes together and knees out wide. A little inspiration from my friend Lorna from over in the UK. She posted squat flow yesterday, and it said, "Life has its ups and downs. We call them squats." Little squat humor. And then she went on to talk about all the many benefits of squats. And there are so many. I think the physical benefits may be somewhat obvious. They put big toes together, knees really nice and wide. Hips towards the heels, forehead towards the mat, and maybe all the way down to the mat. And as I ramble about squats here, see if you can just let your body release down into the mat, like every muscle just drops. So many physical benefits of squats: to build strength, to build flexibility in the hips, ankle stability and strength. The list goes on. I think the mental benefits are just as big, although oftentimes overlooked. So as we move through practice today, as always, connect to breath. If you haven't already, start to just breathe in through your nose. And right back out through the nose. After like a month, I can finally breathe in and out through the nose again. Something to be grateful for. And same thing as we move through this practice, just noticing when you're in a pose that maybe feels a little challenging. See if you can flip the script and notice the benefits. If your mind starts to go somewhere away from your breath today, before you just come directly back to breath, which I know is what we normally do, we just take a moment and acknowledge like one positive thing about the position that you're in, physical or mental. One more big full inhale right where you are. And just empty out every little drop of air. Hips release completely. And then arms out in front, push into the hands, lift the elbows, take a big breath in, push into every single finger. Huge exhale as you push your fingers forward, drop the hips to the heels. And then inhale, push into the hands, rise up to a tabletop, shoulders over wrists. And when you exhale, you're just going to bring your knees underneath your hips. So just walk them in. Yeah. Take a nice big inhale and lift the right leg up and back. So keep the right knee bent, and you're just keeping that shape in the right leg, but lift it up and back. And when you exhale, send the right knee out to the right, bring it in towards the right shoulder, and down towards the ground. And just do that 2 more times. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale, out to the side, down and around. Yeah, 1 more time. And warming up through the hip sockets. And then same leg, right leg out to the side, breathe in. Send it up and back, exhale, and lower it down. And inhale straight out to the side. Exhale, lift the knee high and back. Exhale, release, and then just 1 more round. Push evenly into every single finger while you do this, yeah. Release the right knee, same thing. Other side, inhale, push your left heel up towards the sky. Exhale, send it out to the side, and release it down. And 2 more rounds. Yeah, last round. And then 1 more, out to the side, and up and back. Release down. Left knee to the side, breathe in. Exhale, send it up and back, and exhale, release. And then 1 more time. Lower the left knee. Just take a nice big inhale and drop your belly, lift your chest, and tilt your tailbone up. And then when you exhale, push into the hands and the tops of the feet. Press the shoulder blades up. Yeah, flat back, neutral spine, breathe in. And just push straight up and back to down dog when you exhale. So push the hands down and forward, pull the hips up and back. Yeah, nice big breath. All right, so really push every single finger down. Pull your hips up and away from the wrists. Yeah, take a nice big breath in. Rise up to the balls of your feet. And when you exhale, you pull your hips back away from the wrists. Yeah. So shift forward to a high plank here. Take a breath in, shoulders over wrists. When you exhale, just sort of bend your knees so they're like an inch from the mat, and then pull your hips back from there. So it's like down dog with the knees bent or loaded beast. Yeah, 2 more times. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, bend the knees first, and then pull the hips way back, loaded beast. Maybe 1 more time. Take a big full breath in, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Pull the hips back, empty the breath completely, and just look between your hands and walk your feet forward behind the wrists for ragdoll. All right, so you're gonna take a nice big bend in your knees, feet hips width distance apart. We're doing lots and lots in the hips today, but let's not forget about the shoulders. Reach your hands behind your back and either reach fingers towards opposite elbow or interlace your fingers. If you interlace the fingers, palms of the hands together to touch, and then inhale and lift your knuckles up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the knuckles forward. Yeah, and see if you can just shift a little bit more into the balls of your feet and drop your chest. Let your head hang heavy, yeah. Melting away any tension. Right? If you notice yourself tightening up, see if you can just exhale. Melt away any tension. And 1 more big breath in here. Empty out the breath completely and just release your hands down to the mat. And then right up at the front of the mat, walk your feet out. So the outside edges of your mat, feet wide. And then turn your toes out so your toes come right off of your mat. Heels on the outside edges of the mat, toes point off the mat. Yogic squat, so just start to drop your hips down as much as the lower without lifting your heels. Yeah, and then push down into your heels. Take your arms inside of the knees and just gently press the knees back towards your baby toes. And from there, see if you can lift your chest up. Nice. So from that position, just bring hands to heart center, palms of the hands together to touch. Push down into your heels, like really push into the heels. Take a big full inhale to reach all the way up to the sky. Rise up, reach up. And when you exhale, keep your chest lifted, hands back to heart center. Lower all the way back down. We're doing things in sets of 3s today. Why not? Push down, rise up, inhale. Exhale, lower back down to your squat. And 1 more time, take a deep full breath in, reach up. And exhale, lower. This time when you inhale, hands out in front, just lengthen out your legs and turn your heels out away from each other. Come to kind of like a half lift position. So fingertips to the earth, chest forward. And like halfway lift with the feet out wide. Yeah, just take a big full breath in. Keep your chest forward, but send the left leg back behind you. So you come all the way back to a lunge. Right foot forward, left foot back. Nice, lizard lunge here. And reverse lunge. And drop the left knee down, untuck the left toes. And just drop the hips down and forward, lift your chest, inhale. Yeah, when you exhale, half split. Pull your hips back to lengthen out the right leg. We're just going to toggle back and forth a few times. So inhale forward, drop your hips and lift your chest. And then exhale back to that half split. And do that 1 more time. Very nice, big breath out. Yeah, shift forward, tuck the toes, lift the back thigh. Huge breath in, so you're right back in that lizard. And when you exhale, keep drawing your chest forward, send the left foot to the outside of the left hand. to come back into your yogic squat. The hips, yeah. All right. Lengthen out the legs. Turn the heels out, halfway lift. Take a big breath in. When you exhale, send the right foot back behind you. Lizard pose. And chest way forward. Yeah, lower the right knee, untuck the right toes. Nice big inhale. Take that moment. Drop your hips and lift your chest. And then exhale, half split. Pull the hips back. Left toes up and back towards the left kneecap. 2 more rounds. Inhale, shift forward to your lizard. Exhale back to the split. Inhale forward. Exhale, take it back. This time when you inhale, shift forward, tuck the right toes and lift the right thigh. And when you exhale, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Drop the hips low, right back down to your yogic squat. 3 rounds, rise and lower. Life has its ups and downs. We call them squats. Here we go. Push into the heels. Inhale, reach all the way up high to the sky. Exhale, come right back down to the yogic squat. Try to keep your chest lifted, knees towards the baby toes. 2 more rounds. Inhale, push down to rise. Exhale, release. We're gonna have that root to rise action today. Right, ground into the feet, reach to the sky from there. Inhale, up you go. And then exhale to lower. Yeah, lower the hands. Inhale, half lift, heels out, chest forward. And when you exhale, on the left leg, way back behind you. Lower the left knee and untuck the left toes. Take a breath in, lift your chest, drop the hips. Take a breath out, half split. Yeah, 2 more times. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to take it back. 1 more round. Shift forward to your lunge, tuck the back toes, power up to the back leg, inhale. And then exhale, push off the back foot. Yogic squat. Yeah, halfway lift, take a big breath in, heels out, chest forward. Exhale, lizard, right foot comes away back behind you. Lower the right knee. Drop the hips, lift your chest, breathe in, and bend it back. Half split, toes towards the kneecap, feet out. And drop down and forward, chest high, inhale. And then back to your half split, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, take it back. Shift forward lunge. This time, tuck your right toes, lift your right kneecap up to the sky, chest forward. Exhale, push off the right foot. Yogic squat. Drop the hips and lift the chest. Beautiful. 1 more time-ish, but we're gonna change it up this last time. Push into the heels, take a big breath in, reach up high. And exhale, lower, all the way down. Do that 2 more times. Right, back here. Yeah, we'll change it up after this, but you know where you're going. And release. Yeah, halfway lift this time, heels out, chest forward, breathe in. Left foot back to your lizard. Lower the knee, breathe out. Drop the hips down and forward, lift your chest, inhale. Pull back to that half split, exhale. This time stay here, half split. And just turn your toes, your right toes out to the right. So they kind of hang to the right. And then walk your hands over the right leg to the right. You can actually walk your hands forward, your chest forward away from the hips. Yeah, so hands to the right, you got it. All right, big breath. Just walk it all back to the center. Yeah, bend the right knee. Tuck the left toes, lift the left thigh, fill up your lungs. And when you exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand, drop the hips, lift the chest, squat. Making sure we're getting nice and warm. Halfway lift, breathe in. Lengthen out your legs, chest forward. And right leg back behind you, lizard, breathe out. Lower the right knee, untuck the right toes. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, half split. Yeah, stay here this time and let your toes drop over to the left toes to the left. And then walk your hands over your left leg to the left. And kind of try to draw your chest away from your hips and walk your hands a little bit further away from the hips. Breathe. I feel like this is one of those practices, like, we may not like it, which probably means we need it type of a practice. Come back to center, walk your hands back in. Just big breath in, drop your hips, lift your chest, tuck the right toes, lift the right thigh. And exhale, right foot to the outside of the right hand. And drop your hips. Push into the heels, rise all the way up to stand, big inhale. And when you exhale, just toe heel your feet together to touch. Then bring your hands down to heart center. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. Can you find one benefit of just being right where you are? And then shift your weight back into the center of your heels. So you lift up all of your toes. And just bend the knees, chair pose. Squeeze the legs together, sweep the arms up. Yeah. And just a problem in the shoulder blades, can you turn your palms of the hands to face back? Pinkies in towards each other. Just gonna rotate there. Yeah. And see if you can pull the shins back a little more, drop the hips down a little more. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold to let it all go. Halfway lift, draw the chest forward, breathe in. And when you exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands. You can step or float to a low plank. But if you jump back, you're bending the elbows immediately. And on your inhale, upward facing dog, push into the tops of the feet. And your hands, and see if you can lift your thighs up, lift your kneecaps up. Yeah, chest high. Next time you exhale, down dog, drop to the knees or not, just finding your way there, tuck your toes, hips, all the way up and back behind you. Yes. Now inhale the right leg high, so stretch it all the way up and back. And when you exhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrists, right knee to nose. And really try to tap your knee to your nose, which means push your hands into the earth, puff the shoulder blades up. Squeeze forward, shift forward. Down dog split, big full breath in. And when you exhale, go through that same knee to nose action, but this time step forward, right foot all the way up between the hands. Yeah, the right foot up between the hands. Take a really big breath in, let your left hand down, and reach the right arm high, twist. Really big breath in there. And be there, breathe there. One more inhale, chest forward. And when you exhale, lower the right hand inside of the right foot. Skandasana, side squat. You're gonna walk your hands to the left, pivot your left foot, turn the left toes all the way up towards the sky as you drop the hips. So you bend the right knee and the left leg is straight. Right, bend the right knee, left leg straight. Just like we did in full squat, take the right arm inside of the right leg and guide the right knee towards your right baby toe. So push the right arm into the leg to guide the knee towards the baby toe. Yeah. All right, from that position, we're going all the way to a warrior two at the back of the mat. So pivot your feet, left toes face the back of the mat, spin the right foot flat, rise up, gaze over the left fingers. Warrior two, back of the mat, yeah. Right, breathe. We're getting funky. Lengthen out your left leg. Turn your left foot parallel to the right. Turn the right toes back to the front of the room. And pivot onto the ball of the left foot. Bend the right knee. You're doing a crescent lunge at the front of the mat. Yeah, very funky. You got it. All right. Push into the right foot. Take a big breath in, reach up high. Yeah, and when you exhale, push into the right foot and lift the left leg up. Warrior three. See if you can rotate left toes down to the ground. Reach your hands forward, chest forward. Kick the left foot back. Really reach, 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 reach. Yeah, push into the right foot. Lift up your chest and swing the left leg forward. Yeah, so come all the way up to stand, left leg forward. You're gonna kick your left heel forward, hands to heart center. And then give this a go. We're kind of combining with all the different poses we've done so far. So a little bit of a chair in here. Bend your right knee. Send the hips backwards and your chest forward, like you've been doing in those half splits. Yeah. And then you can drop your left heel to the ground, just for a little extra balance here. But keep sending your hips back. Reach your hands forward. And see if you can lower all the way down to a seat. Now go through a pistol squat. You might be like tempted to, put your hands down, right? Like, hey, safety net. But try to like reach forward when you do this, yeah. All right, so keep reaching forward. Take your breath in. Exhale, forward fold here. Just breathe. Squeeze the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Chest forward, inhale. Relax, exhale. Yeah, one more breath in. Huge breath out. And just take the left leg, cross left shin in front of the right shin. Walk your hands forward and just step or float your way back to a high plank through your vinyasa. Or any way you can get back to a high plank. Through vinyasa, high to low, up dog and down dog. Right, we're just meeting there, downward facing dog. Downward facing. Push into the hands, pull the hips back. Where can you let go? And exhale. Yeah, left side. Big full inhale, reach, stretch. And when you exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose, shift your shoulders directly on top of the wrists. Push your hands down, pull your abs in and up and try to tap that left knee to your nose. Shift forward, 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 and then blossom open, down dog split. Breathe in. Look forward, step through, low lunge. So doing what you need to get the left foot. You can lift up the left hand, you get the left foot between your hands on the ball of the back foot. Push the right hand down, reach the left arm high to twist. And breathe, yeah. Chest forward, inhale, big twist. Exhale. Lower the left hand down. Skandasana, side squat. Start to pivot your right foot flat. And you can pivot both sets of toes to the right. You're going to turn the right toes up towards the sky. And bend the left knee. Lengthen out the right leg. Yeah. And so what you're doing there, so you can take the left arm and push it into the inside of the left knee to guide that knee towards the left baby toe to open up. All right. And then everything is going to the back of the mat. Warrior two to the back. You can use your hands or not. Pivot both of your feet. Right toes to the back. Expand, land. Yes. Breathe. Drop the shoulder blades. Steady your gaze. Lengthen out the right leg. Turn the right foot parallel to the left. And then keep rotating to the front of the mat. Crescent lunge, left toe straight forward. Come to the ball of the right foot. Drop the hips. Reach up high. You got it. Yeah. Okay. Be here this moment. Find the benefits. And then push into the left foot. Strong. Warrior three. Next exhale. Reach. And reach and fly. It's amazing. I find if I feel like I'm gonna topple over here and I actually go bigger, I find it like push into the left foot, kick back, reach forward. Nice big breath in. And then exhale, slowly rise up. Push into the left foot as you lift your chest. And sweep the right leg forward. And just kick your right heel forward. Right? Hug your abdominal muscles in. Nice big inhale. And when you exhale, you're just gonna draw the hips back, hands to heart center, then the left knee. So just pause there, kind of like mid-flight. Hips back, chest forward towards your thumbs. And you reach your arms forward even more. If you want a little extra stability, a little help here, drop your right heel to the ground. But send your bum all the way back in, chest all the way forward. Yeah, hips back, chest forward, keep reaching. Yeah. All right, and that's all we can do. You keep reaching for as long as you can. And then find your way to the forward fold. Inhale, arms high. When you exhale, reach both arms and chest straight forward. Maybe grab the right foot or in that direction. Squeeze the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Reach, reach, reach. Yeah. Notice if like that pistol squat thing to get here, the thing we did to get here, kind of threw you for a loop. And if it did, you just come back to your breath. And this pose, right? That one's over. Now lift your chest, take the right shin in front of the left. Hands forward, or any way you can get there. High to low plank. And all the way around and back to downward facing dog. Push the hands forward, pull the hips back. Big breath in, rise up to the balls of your feet. Huge breath out, bend the knees, look forward. Step or float your feet to the outsides of your hands. So you might even try to push into the hands, lift the hips, and then lower them down. And you can just come straight forward, walk forward. But we're back to that yogic squat. Yeah. In that yoga squat, take the right hand in front of the right big toe. Just send that right arm out to the right. And a nice big breath in, reach the left arm up to the sky. And maybe follow the left hand with your gaze, right, when you look up at it. So nothing too fancy today. You can either stay here or take the left hand behind your back, but don't worry about binding things beyond that. Maybe that half bind, left hand comes behind your back towards the right hip crease. And either way, whether you're doing that like we are live today or you're doing this later, either way, left chest muscles. Think about lifting them up towards the ceiling or the sky, and then dropping them kind of back, lift up and then drop back away from the left leg. Open across the chest as much as you can. Left chest muscles lift, and then fall back. And the left hand is behind your back, just gently release it, bring everything back to the center, hands to heart center. Push into the hands, lift the chest. Full deep inhale. Nice big exhale. Push into the center of the heels. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And when you exhale, just lower back down to the squat. And other side, left hand in front of the left big toe. And then reach the right arm up to twist. And breathe. So push into the center of the heels. Yeah, if you did it on the other side, give it a try on this side, half bind. Right hand behind your back. And it's not just like a right hand behind your back and we're hanging out here looking at the ground. Do right hand behind the back or not. Right chest muscles. And right side of your chest. So to peel that open, lift it up towards the sky. And back and away from the right leg. Breathing here for 3, 2. And change, release, come back to center, hands to the heart. Yeah, push into both heels, take a big full inhale, rise and reach. And then a big full exhale, so lower back down to that squat. Yeah, hands in front. Lengthen out the legs, heels wide, halfway lift. Take a big breath in, chest forward. And when you exhale, lizard, send the left foot back behind you, lower the left knee, and untap the left toes. Yeah, this time stay here in that lizard lunge. And your right foot, actually maybe you can walk the right foot forward a little bit. So make sure that your knee is not coming in front of the ankle. If anything, your ankle is a little bit in front of the knee. Yeah. Nice. And then drop the hips. And you can stay here, or if you're feeling flexible enough today, maybe drop to the left forearm. Take a couple breaths there, and if that feels good, maybe you drop also the right forearm. Stay on the back knee and just drop the hips down and forward. Squeeze the right knee in towards the right shoulder. If you need to, drop into your breath deeper to resist the urge to come out of it. If it's there. On forearms will come back up onto your hand. And this time tuck your left toes under and then go into a half split. So tuck your left toes under and then like you're doing a half split, pull the right toes up to your right kneecap, but you can keep going. Keep going and drop your hips all the way down onto the left heel. That might feel like a massive sensation in the bottom of the left foot. Breathe. If it's too much, right, you back off. More traditional half split. Just take enough effort to shift forward to a lizard lunge again. Drop the hips down and forward. Lift your left thigh, nice big inhale. And when you exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Find your squat. One more side to go. Feet parallel, chest forward, take a big breath in, halfway lift. And when you exhale, lizard, right foot back behind you. Take the time to set this up, drop the right knee onto the right toes, and just check out the left knee, right? It's either straight up above or a little behind the ankle. But what you don't want is one of these when your knees in front of the ankle. Walk the foot forward, and if it's doing that, squeeze the left knee and drop the hips just down, 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 and forward. Surrender. Maybe drop the right elbow down. Anything that is this hip intensive, or maybe drop the left elbow down as well. Anything this hip intensive, like brings that fire, right? Top buns. Brings that extra challenge of staying in the practice of connecting the movement, the poses to breath. And it's just a practice, just a different type of challenge than actually like what we did last week, which is very slow. Quite a bit of upper body focus. Relax your fingers. And between the breath. If you're on a forearm or both, come up onto your hands. Just tuck the right toes this time, nice big breath in. And when you exhale, half split, but you're gonna potentially take it further and drop the hips all the way back onto the right heel. Right toes tucked. Big breath. Find your way to that half split. Just enough effort to shift forward. So lizard lunge again, drop the hips down and forward. Keep the right toes tucked, lift the right thigh. Right foot to the outside of the right hand. The squat. And then we'll see if that hip work did what it did for our mobility. See if you can just keep reaching both hands forward and have a seat come right into a boat. And then just keep reaching forward and kind of let your bum drop right into a boat. Yeah. And lift the chest up. Arms by the sides, hold here, breathe here, 5. You can make it bigger, 4. And just breathe for 3. We've got 2. One more big full breath in. Yeah, bottoms of the feet together, knees flop open, cobbler's pose. Just high, breathe in. And when you exhale, round forward and smile. And drop your head towards your feet. Let your knees flop open. Leave it to the side and just slowly pull up. Scoop the knees together to touch. And then push into the feet, knees bent, belly button to the spine, and slowly come to your back. Then you get there, bridge pose. Walk your feet hips width distance apart, knees bent. And reach your hands down towards your heels. And hopefully you can adjust so that you can just barely touch your heels with your fingertips. Yeah, ground down into the heels, push into the heels. And then slowly lift your lower back. Breathe in, middle back, upper back. And when you exhale, see if you can shimmy your shoulders closer together underneath you. Interlace the fingers and push the forearms down. And bridge pose. Push into the heels, lift the hips. Squeeze the thighs. And release the glutes. Here, just one more big breath. Exhale, release your hands and slowly lower back down onto the back. Hug your knees straight to the chest from there. And then send your arms out like super duper wide, palms of the hands face down. And just stick to our theme today. Keep your knees bent, but drop your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Feet out wide. Yeah. And then just drop both knees to the left. Keep your feet where they are. Turn your head to the right. You can stay here or take your left foot. If nothing else moves, you just lift up your left foot and put it on top of the right knee. And maybe if your eyes are open, you let them close. Squats to me are great. Squats in yoga practice to me are a great example of how our yoga practice truly is practice for life. Like, can we stay consistent with breath and mind in all of those ups and downs and just maybe we're human and sometimes it gets to us, but then we can really not just kind of like simmer in the drama, right? The left foot's up, lower it down. Okay, just enough effort to bring your head back to center, lift your knees back to center. Keep the feet wide and then drop your knees over to the right. And turn your head to the left. And close the eyes again, get a bit. The knees fall to the right. Your left shoulder drops in. And if you want, right foot on top of the left knee. Practicing connection to you. Right foot is up and lower it down. Just in an effort to bring your knees back up to center, your head back to center. Reclined bow rainbow, reclined cobbler, bottom of the feet together, knees flat open. This time, just turn the palms of your hands to face up and slide the arms down by your sides. In those moments, up and down, those shifts and transitions, and in those moments of holding or being challenging, it all takes effort, even to just be still and breathing. That focus on that effort. This point in your practice, you lengthen out your legs and let your feet flop open. See if you can let go. All it. A few minutes, just let things. Life has its ups and downs. We call them squats. Squat fever. So many benefits of squats. I don't think I even touched the surface. But thanks to my son clogging up our toilet the other day, I got one more for you, which is that they are great for digestive health. And one more after that. They're great for keeping us mobile enough to like be able to actually tie our shoes when we're older and keep moving. Don't teach them enough. Take a moment here and just notice how your body feels. Particularly if this is a practice like it is for me that may not be used to so many sometimes. And if you feel any tension, can you just open your mouth, exhale, let that go. It happens. Feel any tension, you exhale, release it. And then just take whatever movement you need to come up to a comfortable seat. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Squat feels good, have at it, but I think personally I'm good at this point. No rush to get there, but once you find that comfortable seat, hands to our center, palms together, touch. Take a gentle bow of chin to chest, feet, and thank yourself. It's time that you gave yourself space. Say this time that you gave yourself and your hips today for listening. It's a happy Friday. And happy hip day. So it's happening.